All right, Casey, let me ask you this. Do you ever wish you could travel back in time?
Sure, I think we all do, to like a specific point in history. You know, I love history, so yeah, for sure.
I think it would definitely be a very interesting thing to do, and people in our area are going to have that opportunity to do just that through a very unique event.
That's right. A local historical society is working hard to bring history alive for the community. Our Morgan Koziar joining us live from the Kerr Museum this morning with more on the event that's going on. Morgan, good morning again to you.
Good morning, guys. That's right. We've traveled back in time this morning. I'm here at the Kerr House of the Clearfield County Historical Society. I've got my friend Julie and Kathy. They're both here on the board. Julie, this is your second year of doing this really unique event. Tell everyone what's going on tonight.
This is Night at the Museum, too. This is our second year. You can come to the Kerr House here in Clearfield and watch history come to life. We are portraying people from Clearfield County. From the past, notable figures that contributed to our rich history of the county.
So this is your second year. What made you want to bring it back?
We had a great turnout. We had a lot of fun doing it. And we just love to see the people that visit. They have no idea the stories that come out and how our history connects to American history in general. So,
yeah, and you said you don't want these figures to be forgotten.
No, we don't. We want them to, always be remembered, and we just bring them to life for a night. And what you see today here this morning on the news, that's just a glimpse of what you're going to see tonight. We have a lot of people that couldn't make it today, so there's a lot more to see.
A lot more.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Well, Kathy, you're here, and you're going to help introduce some more characters that we're going to be able to see tonight. Who do we have now?
Sure. The next person that you're going to meet this evening is Jane Rusi. She was the Frenchville postmistress for 40 years.
Okay. Come on in. Love this dress. All right. Let's talk about your era and your story.
Yes. I was in charge of the Frenchville Post Office from 1932 until 1972. And if you came to the post office in Frenchville during that time, I would have been speaking French. So I will actually be speaking French tonight. I'll have a translator, so if there are any Francophiles out there, anyone who doesn't mind a little rusty French, it'll get exotic tonight in Clearfield. So come on by.
That is pretty cool. All right, who do we have next?
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
The next person we have is Mr. Galio. He is our Italian immigrant from East End.
Very good. Okay, looks like a pretty hard worker here. What is your story?
I was a brickmaker at Harbison Walker, which started in 1899 over in the East End part of town. It employed over 1,000 workers. They were mostly all immigrants from Italy, and that's my story. If you would like to know more, stop down tonight.
Very good.
And it was the largest employment of over 1,000 workers.
Very awesome. Okay, full of history. All right, we've got one more person here. This guy was pretty important, I hear. Who's that?
Captain John McKiernan.
All right. Oh, he's got some props here too. All right, what do we have here?
Handcuffs and leg irons.
Ooh, I'll stay away from you. What's your story?
I am Captain John McKiernan of Ginner in Janesville. My job during the American Civil War was to be, as my badge says, an Army Provost Marshal. My job was to enroll men for the very unpopular draft. Unpopular because of poverty and misunderstanding of the war. I also had a much tougher job of arresting deserters, which is a whole different ballgame. And I had some success and some failures. I was chased with buckets of scalding water by wives. I was threatened with shotguns. Eventually, I resigned my position because I was getting pressure from so-called prominent families to overlook their sons for the draft, and I didn't want to have anything to do with that.
Quite the story there.
It is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, again, that event, Night at the Museum 2, is here tonight at the Clearfield County Historical Society. It's going on from 6 to 9. And again, these were only just a few of the characters that you will be able to see come to life. But for now, I'll send it back to the studio. Maggie and Casey, back to you.
Very interesting,
So neat.
Morgan. Thank you much. 5:40 right now on your